What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 6 of Nightly Valor, our attempts to bring the light of the Lady of the Lake to the old world. We've been at war a lot over the start of this campaign, between taking the orcs out of Bastogne, then losing it to Paravon again, and now with the Red Duke and Ulthuan coming after us. I would love to go on the offensive and go after Lyonesse. I really would. But we're kind of in a situation right now where that's not a viable option. We have Grimaldus heading out to get that Skull Reef, and if he does, that'll give us the ability to upgrade our stables and get questing knights. They are the heavy hitters for anti-infantry, and they are awesome. We could also upgrade our rally field, but without the forge, the smithy in this case, it doesn't really do us a lot of good. So we're going to hold off on that, and we're going to see what the chaplain does to garner some support on that end. I'm considering sending chaplain back to Cologne, getting some knights, and going after Gorsel, taking out Marienburg from the equation, all things considered. If we look at it, though, how long has it been since we declared peace with them? Probably not that long ago. But we can go after them, take out Gorsel, their only city, which would give us an advantage, give us a foothold in the Empire. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the King's army and keep them on the border to watch Ulthuan from doing its thing. And once the good chaplain has completed his little dally off to get that Skull Reef, we're going to send him back to Cologne to build up some forces and then go after Gorsel. Should help us out. We did a lot at the end of last episode, so all we got right now is to let the other nations go through and see what's up. While I'm thinking about it, though, let's check what is our Sword of Cologne. We need to have 3 units of Knights of the Realm in Leoncoeur's army. That'll give us a Paladin hero, which we could definitely use right now, along with some other cool stuff, so we'll see how it goes through. I could have upgraded our dockyards to allow us to get a little bit more income from that, but we don't have many trading partners right now, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. And of course, the Red Duke being the Red Duke. If we can get him to come out to the field, that would be perfect, because Bretonnians on an open field, well, they're cavalry on an open field. Alright, so Cologne got negative growth. That's not too bad. We don't really need growth right now. But we can encamp our king and send the good chaplain off to do more of the chaplain-y type stuff. Let's see if we can actually block the Red Duke's army. Appears Ryan couldn't this time, but we'll deal with that as it comes. Now looking here, we should probably get our places here upgrading, our fields and our windmill. That'll give us access to flaming archers, and they're good against the undead. Well, mostly against the undead, but they are especially good against the Treeman units from the Wood Elves. Having them and Pox arrows available to us is a definite boon. But everything right now kind of relies on us just sitting back and letting the other nations do some stuff. This is the only issue with the Bretonnians at the start of their campaign. They're always in a tough spot to begin with. I would love to rebuild our reputation with Bordeaux, but I don't think that's going to happen for a while. The loss of chivalry and the fact that we had to kind of say no to them makes a big deal. And we are still at war with Middenland. What is the Red Duke doing? If he's going after the good chaplain, we may be able to draw him away and have to sacrifice Chaplain Grimaldus. Of course, he survived the Light of the Azure campaign pretty easily, and now he's got the ability to run a little bit faster. But if we have to do it, we have to do it. It's not something I want to do, but it's something we might have to do. We got a Sword of Bloodshed, melee attack, and weapon strength. But we'll send the good chaplain up this way, see if we can draw the Red Duke off even more. If we can, we may be able to take Lyonesse fairly easily. But that 10 grand is going to allow us to upgrade our stables. And we still need a farm, which is building right now. We can't build the smithy quite yet because it's 4,000 coins. But when that finishes off, we'll be able to complete this quest, and that'll help us out a fair bit. 50-50 shot to steal some technology, which worked. And we're going to get you the Curse of Midnight Wind, Ryan. That allows you to take away the only really major ideal that we have to deal with when it comes to fighting the Undead's Graveguard. Take away their armor, and they're kind of buggered. Now, Artois, there's probably a low chance of this happening, but that's okay. So it's pretty much just watch what the undead do. We can't really fight them on the ocean as the good chaplain's sitting right now, because it's just him. Hey, maybe Bordeaux is going to get in on this. Go after the Red Duke while he's out on the ocean. That would be very beneficial to us. It really depends on what Ulthuan does right now. Even if the Red Duke defeats Ulthuan on the water, that'll take a lot of troops away from him, and we'll be able to do something with that. It's not very knightly for the chaplain to run away, but he's not running away. He's advancing in a different direction. At least that's the way I'm going to do it. Please, chaplain, don't hate me for this. I'm using you as bait. And it does look like the Red Duke's going to give up that chase and go back to Lyonesse. Or possibly down the coast a little bit. It would be nice if Bordeaux and Ulthuan had a big scrum, fought it out. Make life a little bit simpler for us, considering how strong the undead are on the defensive. Alright, so Crooked Moon has a Wa. Our farms are completed, so we're going to be making a little bit more money per turn.
Lord.
I don't see any islands. Oop, there is an island within range. Fell Cargo. Hopefully there'll be some more gold, and then we can start upgrading some other things. Take the captain's chest. It's 1,500 extra gold coins.
Very well, I go.
That means that we can possibly upgrade and get a smithy in. And then that will make the rally field actually viable. We'll get men-at-arms with shields and spearmen-at-arms with shields. Our spearmen and our men-at-arms are okay, but without those shields, they're a little bit on the weak side. Now, can you block the Red Duke from doing anything? Unfortunately, Ryan, you're not exactly hitting the marks right now. That's okay. So we'll get Chaplain to swing back around the northern tip of Caron. Maybe pick up another island or something? Bordeaux, I'd really love it if you would just go after Ulthuan itself. If we could work that out, it would be great. Be even better if Artois decided to come in and actually, you know, do something and help us out. But that's probably not going to happen to help us out. Though they are sending a damsel in. Damsels do have the ability to cleanse corruption in any place they're in, so if we can get the corruption in Lyonesse down enough, then they might start to suffer. Where are you going, Red Duke? You're still going after Chaplain. Might have to just burn Chaplain back around to the west and scout out areas near Ulthuan. Because I don't want to bring him in range of those undead. Let's just check on our buildings real quick. So we've got 2 turns, and those will both be upgraded. That'll allow us to get another unit of Knights of the Realm, and that'll give us a definite advantage when it comes to getting another hero. That's a really low chance. We can steal technology at a 50-50 chance, essentially. And Ryan now causes fear when fighting against vampire accounts. That's definitely going to help us out, and she gained a level. Now the real question is, what do we want to put it into? Well, the only problem with giving her a warhorse and subsequently a unicorn is she can't go up on the walls and help out the infantry as much. But if we give her a 2nd rank in Curse of the Midnight Wind, that really lowers the enemy's ability to fight. Now, Chaplain, I hate kind of sending you out to do nothing at all, but I'd rather you not die. You did survive the first campaign pretty much intact, so we're going to get you to go scouting. And if the Red Duke decides to go in to try and take Languille or Couronne, well, our king's there. What may end up happening is you might take this coastline up, cut across and grab that other Skull Reef, which would more than make up for the fact that you're not there. Now, I'm pretty sure we can't get Artois on our side right now. We don't have the forces to make them think, oh, Bretonnia itself is so scary and so big that we should probably confederate with them. Now, what are you doing, Alberic? If you go after Lyonesse, that would be great. Or just draw the Red Duke back. It's pretty slow going in the early game for the Bretonnians. They don't start in the best position. And you do have to deal with the undead, which is one of the harder races to deal with if you're playing as the Bretonnians. Mostly because of those Graveguard. The monsters not so much. Knights of the Realm will take care of them pretty easily. Them and Grail Knights. But until you actually get the better knightly units, it can be tough. Now, Bordeaux, what I wouldn't give for you to actually throw down with these guys. Alright, so the winds of magic have changed a little bit, making life either a little bit better or a little bit worse for us. I'm not really sure which yet.
Armored in faith.
Seems like Chaplain Grimaldus always gets sent up to the Dark Elven regions. We'll take the Fell Cargo, trunk of maps, and a student, which gives us research faction-wide.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Are you able to equip that, or is it just... No, I'm guessing it's just our sorceress who could be able to do that. But I'm okay with that, because faster research is faster research. We got one more turn on our 2 buildings. We don't have a lot of coin right now, so let's see if we can just block this army. That worked, and gained you another level. Let's max out Curse of the Midnight Wind. Then you'll get Evasion next level. So that'll help out a fair bit. We're going to have to start getting really aggressive with some of the other nations, though. I mean, the Empire is miles ahead of us in strength right now. Now, Alberic, no, don't sail past Musalon again. Go after Musalon. It really hurt when all those guys canceled their trade agreements with us. It's kind of limited everything that we can do. Our funds are not that great right now, but we'll try and push through it. And the Red Duke's going back south. Still love to catch him on an open field. Some of the Dark Elves are not fighting anymore. Well, temporarily at least. They are Dark Elves.
I have returned.
Alright, so Chaplain Grimaldus, let's get you to come up this way. Try and stay close to the shore and not burn yourself out. You're still a little hurt right now. Then we'll get you to grab this shipwreck. And swing over and grab that skull reef.
You honor me.
Ryan, let's see if we can get you to block his army again.
Here last.
If you're able to, that would be great.
What is your behest?
Alright, so you've got an additional 10% to block, or, well, 10% more movement range is blocked when you do block an army. Our next turn we will have more income from our farms and less upkeep for our infantry units, and we can now recruit Knights of the Realm and start upgrading our troops overall. As soon as we have the funds to do that, we're going to do it. So let's see what the other nations do while we're just kind of sitting here right now. I know it's a bad way to push into things, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Seems like a lot of the Empire provinces are still alive, I guess you'd say, but we haven't discovered them all yet. I know a lot of the errantry wars are still going good down in the Southlands, which is a most definite area of expansion for us. Ideally, that Red Duke would go south and try to pick a fight with Bordeaux, but I don't think it's going to happen, all things considered. And the Crooked Moon just got declared war on by Arguilian. Alright, so that's going to help our income a lot. Let's do our research first. And if we go with the Heraldry of Bordeaux, that would be great. Oh, Descript Decree is kind of tempting, considering how long we've had to wait for the other things that have been coming up. Let's grab Descript Decree, because that will help us when we start actually throwing down with the vampire counts.
Yes. Moving out.
Chaplain, we'll get you to go out and do your thing out on the seas. Might even get you to grab this shipwreck before we swing in for the Skull Island.
I serve the lady.
Ryan, we're just going to keep you blocking the Red Duke.
Nevermore.
You failed this time, but that's okay, you picked up a level. And we'll get you evasion. Reason why we haven't got you on a horse or a unicorn yet, even though they're great for you, is we kind of want you to be able to go with the infantry for just the moment. And what would it cost us to recruit Knights of the Realm? 950 coins. So, yeah, we got a couple of turns to wait on that, depending on what we get from that shipwreck. But that'll complete a quest and allow us to get a knight up, a paladin. So a second hero running around, and then we can possibly get some questing knights, and those will really help against the monsters the undead have. It's an incredibly slow build-up for the Bretonnians, aside from all the fighting we've already had to do. But once that's all said and done, we'll be able to do a lot of damage to them. And the elves seem like they're having civil war problems. Granted, that is a possible... Wow, Ziflin declared war on Marienburg. Okay, so the dwarves might be going to war with them. And that could complicate things, considering we were going to take that Marienburg city of Gossel to try and open up the empire for us. And there goes the Red Duke off into La La Land. He's definitely away from Lyonesse right now. We can get a set of Knights of the Realm, Paladin Hero, and Lady Ryan into his army. Well, that's a lot of punching power, and we might be able to take Lyonesse, in which case everything comes up gravy for us. So Kothik got destroyed by Ulthuan itself, by Lothern. Not exactly a great thing to have happen, considering I would have loved to have taken that city ourselves.
I go thither.
So we got another student and materials at sea, which increased our income from all buildings, all regions for a while, and reduced construction cost for a while. So that's definitely a good thing.
Taking my leave.
Didn't give us the gold we needed, though.
I have seen your heart.
Ryan, we're going to get you to just come back and sit near
I have
Lyonesse.
seen the way.
Get some of the corruption going away.
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands. I must decline.
Okay, I guess he won't take a non-aggression
will
pact
see
with
you are
us.
true of heart, noble knight.
They only have one city. That's kind of scary. Paravon's doing a lot of work.
Lord of Bretonia.
Wonder if we could get a peace treaty with them.
I must decline. Valiant. Welcome to fair Bretonia. Impossible.
So that's really not going to help us out. Marienburg only has the one city, and they're at war with the dwarves now. I wonder if that's just a political thing, or if the dwarves are actually thinking about going after them. And was that enough for us to get a unit of Knights of the Realm? Not quite. Next turn. So we'll let the other nations do their thing. So many extra nations, but when Sarsasonia was destroyed and we lost a trade agreement with them, I think that means that we can't actually get the Fey Enchantress as a legendary lord. That kind of sucks.
You will act like it.
And now the elves are at war with us. It just seems like everything that could come up Millhouse for us is coming up Millhouse. We definitely need to take another city here pretty quick. It'd be nice if Artois would, leave their castle for more than 5 minutes. Maybe if we get Sarsasonia, it would be good. Looks like she was taken out by beastmen, of all things. It's kind of a shame. Fey Enchantress is a really good legendary lord. But if we don't have to deal with that, we don't have to deal with that. So be it. We'll calm the peasants. Actually, you know what? Burn the witch. Because we need our campaign movement right now with Chaplain so far off, out of their way, that we can't slow him down any.
Yes.
Scepter of Stability. And some more materials at sea, so we're still gaining increased income.
Striking out.
He can head over towards that Skull Island. And now we should be able to afford a unit of Knights of the Realm to add to Lewin's army. So a single turn for that, and it'll do great.
My path is
We'll leave Ryan up there. Red Duke's somewhere in here, but with a third unit of Knights of the Realm, and then a Paladin hero. So another member of the 232 popping up. Recently had a sub join the community, and I would love to use his name, but I've forgotten it offhand. It's like Jujubes? Jules? Starts with a J-U. Don't worry. Not this paladin, but the next paladin is going to be all you, buddy. I'm really sorry that I screwed up your name. But we'll get you guys in, and if we lose a legendary lord, well, that's one less lord that we have to deal with, and I can bring in more of the 232. So, let's call it a win. Of course, the Red Duke is not going to make life easy for us. They never do. Damn vampires. This current point in time, though, we really, really need that Skull Reef. So many people have declared war on us, it's not even funny. Alright, so we got 500 extra gold, and got a paladin. We have to move a character to the Gislerol region. Not that bad a thing. Let's see what our... That is the wrong button. Virtue of the Joust, so charge bonus and extra chivalry. That's good. We'll give him the Sword of Bloodshed and the Armor of Silvered Steel. Some magic resistance doesn't hurt. Can't put a mount on him yet. But we will give him the Student. And why not? We'll give him a Hedge Wizard. You're going to be fighting with someone else. And let's call him Tsar PC, since PC was one of our great heroes and a great member of the channel. So we're going to get you down here to start causing some problems, even though you don't have a horse yet. I don't think Chaplain can move any more this... Oh, he can move more this turn. So if you can get that Skull Reef, that's going to open up a lot of options for us. Main of the Purebreed. 5 charge bonus for cavalry units. That is incredibly awesome. We might have to give that to King Lewin. Or we may give it to Chaplain. We'll be swapping items around a lot depending on what we need. We're losing 98 coins per turn, which we can solve by spending a little bit of the money we just picked up. Well, about half of the money that we just picked up. And we can upgrade our Grail Chapel, which definitely doesn't hurt. We have a lot of buildings all getting leveled up. And our enchanted item, Main of the Purebreed. That's going to make our knights a little bit better. Now, is there any other knightly units that we can hire right now that's not going to completely break the bank? Not really. I'd love to get a unit of questing knights, and we're going to see how our treasury works out over the next couple of turns. Because we can get some questing knights, then... Well, they're guys with giant bloody swords on horseback whose only goal is to perform valor in the name of the lady. And we're going to have to deal with the elves. I really have no idea why everybody wants to destroy us in this particular campaign, but everybody wants to destroy us, we're just going to have to deal with it. Which means we might actually conquer a piece of Ulthuan. Wouldn't be bad to take any more cities. Now, where are you going, Red Duke? That's a little worrying. Depending on how the Red Duke plays this, we might be able to go and fight at Musalon itself, take that city, and give us some more advantages. But I'm not entirely sure. Languille's garrison is not too great. Caron's is fantastic. So we'll see how that works out. If we can get the good chaplain back to Caron before the Red Duke cuts him off, that'll be good.
Ever faithful to victory.
Only a 20% chance to wound. I don't want to lose our new hero right away. 13% chance there. We'll give it a 33% chance.
Absolutely not.
Alright, so PC did not succeed on that. That's okay. We still have to manage our gold pretty carefully. And there's a Marienburg army there. Okay, so Chaplain might be running back up to the Northlands. Everybody just wants to kill us. Alright, Alberic. Do your thing. And draw the Red Duke back down. fact that there are so many enemy armies and they all are very, very strong. Okay, he's still in sailing stance, so the chaplain's okay for now. I'm really hoping we don't lose Chaplain Grimaldus, but if I have to sacrifice you, buddy, I gotta sacrifice you. It's for the good of Bretonnia. We will sing songs. There's the Red Duke coming back, but he's still out of range. Is Bordeaux going to take the chance to assault Lyonesse? Be interesting if we got a three-way fight going, but Artois declared peace with Mousillon. Oh, it doesn't rain, it pours. But we got our Death's Grip decree, so that'll help us against them.
Noble, sallying forth.
There's some bonus experience and some more money.
I go thither.
Now we need you to sail back to Bretonnia as quickly as you can, Chaplain. And we're getting you the questing vow, so we can get you questing knights and not completely break the bank. We're still losing cash, which should sort itself out next turn, I think. We'll have our Grail Chapel. We could upgrade our barracks again, but I don't want to use all the money. Our halberdiers are actually very effective. PC? Oh, you critically failed, and you got wounded in the attempt. So that kind of sucks. Let's go into our tech first and go over and get the heraldry of Bordeaux. We need to start making some friends here. Like yesterday.
Blood of Gilles.
I am gifted. Raise it to the ground.
Because Mousillon just got a second army up.
Never.
Another vampire lord. That's definitely not going to be fun. So we're just going to have to see what they end up doing. Oh, please, please engage him at sea. Please engage him at sea. And Lothern's coming over. We just can't win right now. There are so many enemy banners all around us. But the lady only gives us what we can handle. So that just means we're going to have to fight all the harder. And it looks like Chaplain's going to be able to outrun Boris Todbringer. If we can win a few defensive fights on the mainland, then I think we're pretty set. And the Red Duke lost at sea? And really got screwed up by those Bretonnians on the water. That is beautiful. So the Red Duke's hurting, but we do have elves and Empire coming in to kind of screw with us.
You are a guest in my realm. You will act.
Please don't be declaring war. He's declaring war. Man, Artois just got to be thinking, like, why did we join up with these guys? But that's probably a good place to end it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, possibly see your name pop up in one of the Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.